but one of the things that I do want to address in terms of Alyssa's question is this. We get this all the time. Instead of, off the top of my head, one translation that adds a lot of books and is just atrocious is the Et Sefer Bible. Steer is far clear away from that. But I don't want to get onto things that we don't believe in right now. I want to stay on things that we do believe in. As a general
That's next week.
As a general rule for English translations of the Bible, I think it's important. And my father has taught this in his what version of the Apostolic Scripture should I read teaching, which is on TorahResource. But he makes the point that steer clear of translations that are done by a single person. Try to stick to translations that are done by a board of people and translators.
And absolutely, that is a solid principle. Now, off the top of my head, recently, Robert Alter, right? He's
sure.
I don't know, probably professor emeritus of Hebrew, and so he's written commentaries and has already translated over his career individual books from the Tanakh. And then so he recently released his whole Tanakh, right? The Hebrew Bible with his commentary. That's not to say that I think that has a certain value, but as long as we remember the author, who is the author, what he does, he's not coming with a faith commitment. He's coming with a notion that there are stitched traditions put together.
But there's still bias there.
What's that?
I know you agree with this, but there's still bias there.
Yeah. That's what I mean. And so you will find things, and there's someone who did a New Testament. Is it Blackstone? Like a Greek, the similar guy in the Greek language who he went through and translated the whole apostolic writings. So you might find those, but they're not to hang your hat on.
So we should just answer this real quick. What versions do I use in study? If I'm using English versions, which I do predominantly, I always have a Greek or a Hebrew text next to me just so I can check it as well. I use the ESV for my regular reading Bible because I think it's easy to read. I use the NASB also as especially when I'm studying. I'll have an ESV and an NASB next to each other. I use the Net Bible, the NET Bible, and I use that not predominantly for its translation, but for its 66,000 notes that they have, which are fantastic, by the way. And I always try to have something else along the way as well. And a lot of people will slaughter me for this one. A lot of the time I'll have the KJV next to me. And the reason why is not because I think that the KJV has anything special in it, but it's from a completely different group of manuscripts. And so if you want to see later manuscripts and some of the traditions that they've had, it's interesting to see what the KJV might have. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and check out more videos from Messiah Matters.